Good morning. How's everybody? Hear my hands go up in the air. Woo! So it's Tuesday, and I'm excited to get to talk to you for a couple of minutes. I really struggled on what I wanted to share with you this morning because I have so many topics I want to talk to you about. But I'm trying to keep this really simple. So today we're going to talk about host coaching because this is something that will directly affect attendance at your parties and whether or not parties even hold. And that's really important to us. We want to book our parties like we talked about yesterday, and we want them to hold, and we want them to be really successful. Successful meaning, 8 to 10 guests would be a successful party. Much more than 10, sometimes it's a little hard to manage, and it's harder to connect well with people individually. But it can be done. It's just a little bit more work. But I love to see 8 to 10 people. So we have to put our hostess in a frame of mind to want the same thing that we want. And so I'm going to talk to you about how we do that, and then I'm going to give you the five basic steps to hostess coaching. There are, I've listened and taken part in hour-long trainings on host coaching because there's so much to it, but I want to keep it really basic. So we want her mindset to make this as successful as possible. We might have to drill down and find out what does that mean for her, because maybe she's someone who has done a lot of parties in the past and she thinks that her 3 best girlfriends in the room, and that's all she cares about, and she's happy with that as her outcome. And if what she's expecting is 3 people, and what we really want to see is 8 to 10, we're going to have to do a little bit of work. So asking good questions like, when was the last time that you had a get-together with friends for something like this? Have you ever done this before? Well, when was the last one? How many people were there? What did you get for free? Did you have a lot of fun? And you can start listening. Honestly, the hardest people to do parties for are the ones who are consultants from other companies, because they probably have a different litmus test for what's a successful party compared to us, because we're pretty strategic and unusual in the industry. Not exclusively, but we do a little bit better job than some other companies do in shooting for 8 to 10 people rather than 3 to 4 or 5. Not only that, we want her to put herself into the frame of mind of how it would feel to not have a successful party versus how it would feel to have a successful party. So what I might say to her is, all right, most of my hostesses probably have 3 basic requirements. The first one might be that she wants her friends to have a great time. The second one is she doesn't want her friends to feel pressured to buy anything. And the third is that she wants to get a lot of free jewelry for her efforts. Would you agree that those are pretty accurate for you? And she'll say yes. And you say, okay, picture yourself with 3 people in the room. So let me ask you the question. So it's you and me and 3 of your friends. Do you think they will feel pressured to buy? Yes. Do you think that they will have a great time? Maybe. And do you think you'll get a lot of free jewelry with 3 guests? No. Okay. What about with 10 people in the room? So let's switch gears, end scene, start a new one. You have 10 friends there plus you and me, or 8 friends there, whatever the number is. Do you think they would feel pressured to buy if there are 10 people in the room? No. Do you think they would have a lot of fun with 10 people in the room? Yes. And do you think you get a lot of free jewelry with 10 people in the room? Yes. Okay. So so helping her to see that the 3 main things that she probably would want would be better achieved by 10. It puts her into an emotional mindset. Okay. So let's talk about, and you can actually use that with her. And you can say, I have a little scenario to run you through so that we're on the same page about where we want this to end up. And this doesn't have to be hard. It's simple. I have a 5-step system, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And then, so the 5 steps. The first one is always talk about a $1,000 party, because that's where the hostess can max out the host rewards program. If our average guest order nationally is $100, then on average, she will need 10 guests or 10 orders total to reach that $1,000 and to max out the host rewards program. You can tell her that that's our average, and that's what we want for her, because that's where she can get 30% in free jewelry and 4 items at half price. Anything below $1,000, she won't get that kind of payoff. The other component of part one is to find a theme. Pick a theme that works really well, because having a signature cocktail, a signature appetizer, or some kind of a little theme elevates it from being just a simple jewelry party to being an event that her friends will want to come to. So a title, a cute little thing. We were just, I just saw this morning, I had put out a request for ideas for for Memorial Day weekend. And it was Red, White, and Bling was the one that I liked the best. Barbecue, backyard barbecue, and bling was another one. I thought the first one was cute, Red, White, and Bling. So that's part one, $1,000 party, and also this concept of a theme. Second component is have her hand select 30 to 40 friends from different circles. Hand select 30 to 40 different circles of friends. 12 is not going to be a good number, and 172 on a Facebook event is a really bad number, actually, because inviting more doesn't mean you're going to get more guests. It's the hand selecting, the hand inviting a limited quantity from different circles of friends is what really matters in the invitation list. Number 3, with her help, pick 2 methods of inviting those 30 to 40 people so that there is overlap, so that if I'm an invited guest, I'm seeing it both as a Facebook event and as an Evite invitation. Because in the history of the world, this is the busiest woman ever. And so we need to find ways of getting her attention in more places than just one. Because what if I'm not on Facebook this week? Or what if my email broke? Or whatever. I need to see it in a couple of different places as an invited guest. To be reminded about checking my calendar and RSVPing. The third component is so the first one was the $1,000. The second one was the invite 30 to 40. The third one was pick 2 methods of inviting. The fourth one is make sure that through those 2 methods of inviting, that each guest has an opportunity to see information about the party at least 5 times, one way or another, either through direct emails that go out 3 or 4 times, plus Facebook messages and Facebook events, things like that. And this is just a rough number. I just say 5 as something to shoot for, but the reality is over a period of 10 days or 2 weeks, she needs to see it a bunch of times to have an opportunity to reply. That's not bugging, that's just reality. And the last component is that the day before the party, she will want to reach out to the yeses and the maybes with something about the party. Maybe it's park in the court and walk up the driveway, or wear an open neck collar, special gift for when you bring a friend, if you want to do that kind of thing. But something that is kind of like, don't forget to come, but it's not exactly those words. Then she also wants to pick 3 or 4 of the people that she never did hear back from, so that she can reach out to them and directly, and you might need to give her the word choices of what to say, because she might feel a little funny. Well, I didn't hear from her, it's because she's ignoring me. No, she's not ignoring you. She may not have even seen it. Or maybe she just got so swamped. Or maybe she thought there was a baseball game. It was a rain date. And maybe now she's available, but now she thinks it's too late to RSVP. So go back to those 4 or 5 that she really wants to see there and say, I hope you saw that I'm doing my Red, White, and Bling party tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I would love to have you come. I hope you can make it. Let me know. And that alone can change the trajectory of a party. So that's super important. I think what is most valuable in all of this is that there doesn't need to be a time frame. You can book a party and have it and pull it off in 6 or 7 days. So maybe if it's a short time frame, it's not 30 or 40 guests, maybe it's 20 to 30 guests, because those 20 or 30 are going to know what they're doing on Friday night. If today's Tuesday and I'm booking it for Saturday, they know what they're doing on Saturday. I'm going to get a lot of no's right off the bat. If people are, they already know that they're booked, that they're gone or whatever. The no's will come flying in. The yeses might take a little bit longer. But you can book a party in 4 days, 5 days. It's no harder. In fact, I think it's actually easier, quite honestly. Okay, so I'm sorry I went long, but that's hostess coaching. All right, have a great day. Bye.